Hello, everybody, and welcome to the frozen north of the Forgotten Realms, Icewind Dale. As always, thank you to @theart_of_Jen for our wonderful artwork, and a credit to Tailspire for the software that we use to create our wonderful maps, and Wizards of the Coast for the story and the artwork and the campaign that we're playing. And all the monster art. So, last we left off, Dearaen the Tiefling Bard, Sho Val the Human Rune Knight, Mordin the Tiefling Ranger, and Tok the Half-Orc Eldritch Knight, along with Kibbles their mascot Fox and Pinecone their pack Axebeak, had taken up a job from Shandar Froth to transport... or Chanderfroth and Nerith Maxil Dinar to transport a bunch of chardalyn to East Haven?
Yes.
East Haven, yes. That is the name of the town that I'm looking for. So, in doing so, they were going to hopefully gather a little bit of funds that they can use to spend when they make their trip back through the Dwarven City, and for gearing up to face the druid that has attacked Tourmaline while they were there.
And I was having a nice dream when she attacked too. I think
Yes.
it's a she.
Possibly. You don't know. You didn't see.
None of us had seen.
Nope.
The only thing I saw was ice in my face.
Yes, there was a lot of ice in your face. Speaking of ice in your face, as you're setting out from Targos, you gather up all your equipment and you pull up the sled. You have a small chest of 500 gold that you can divvy up between all of you.
I think we did that beforehand.
Yeah,
so.
possibly.
That was like 125 between each of us. I think we already did that.
Yep.
Yep.
Because I'm sitting at 171.
And at East Haven, you were told to find a man by the name of Dearth Sunblight. From what his description was, a very pale dwarf.
Pale dwarf for not for some quality investments, quote unquote.
And upon gathering all the materials, you had learned that Nerith and Shandar were working alongside or for or managing the Icewind Dale sect of a thieves guild.
The Zentarim.
The Zentarim.
As long as it's not the Dark Brotherhood, I think we're good.
The Dark Brotherhood of Evil! Ha 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 ha! No. Nope. We weren't facing them at all. But... I'm not going to put words in your mouth, so I will say, leaving town, you have everything that you need. You did any shopping beforehand, and you are now making your way between towns. You're currently on your way through Bryn Shander, and making your way to East Haven.
Armor.
Yeah, I forgot that you had not really played all the way through like Skyrim, so that Dark Brotherhood thing went right over.
Yep. Hey, you know that one fantasy game that the DM hasn't played?
Yeah.
Because I just kind of...
Dark Brotherhood is the Assassin's Guild.
It's probably about the same equivalency in terms of the Forgotten Realms.
No, there's a Thieves Guild in Skyrim.
No, I'm saying that the Dark Brotherhood would be the equivalency in the Skyrim world as the Zhentarim are in the Forgotten Realms.
Combination Thieves and Assassins. Got it.
Yep.
It's a mafia.
Yep. That is exactly what the Zhentarim are.
So we're on the road.
So you're on the road.
Again, yes.
Is there anything you want to talk about or do as you're setting out? How about you talk about that kind of thing?
We were planning on stopping at Bryn Shander to pick up Devin's stuff, right?
I
It's
think
more
it was
going to be like a swing by, grab, and then move on.
Yeah,
Because it's only going to take us about 8-9 hours to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more of a along the way trip. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I do quickly pass along through some covert, well,
I would say, like, you have time to explain things if you really want to during, after you leave town, because you will be basically by yourselves.
okay.
Because, Shander Froth spoke very highly of you to Nerith, and between all the praise that he gave you, all four, Nerith gave the kind of okay that you can be left without supervision.
Oh, okay. I thought we were.
And we got the writ, that WRIT writ that says we get like free lodging anywhere we go.
That was not from any of these guys. That was back from Tourmaline.
Okay.
That was back from Tourmaline. What that was more was kind of like a, hey, if you take this to the Speaker of the House, or Speaker of the town speaker, they would potentially give you lodging. It's kind of like a, in terms of,
A request to treat with favor.
Yes. So, mechanically speaking, it basically gives you an advantage on a persuasion check.
Which would be either me or Mordin, which I think me with the recent level up, because I've got a +8 now.
Possibly.
Anyway, so we're not being followed along with people, so I explained to them that we're currently on a mission for a group of Thieves Guild people.
Yep.
That are normally in Waterdeep. So it's a surprise that they're all the way up here.
Does this bother you?
Mildly.
I'm okay as long as we're not killing anybody for them.
Same.
Usually the Centaurans aren't overly violent. That's the...
Like a last resort thing?
Yeah.
Is that who we're dealing with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they got a chapter in my hometown as well.
Yeah. It's the Xanathar Guild you really gotta leave alone because they're just not right in the head.
I hear the Xanathar Guild has a pretty good fun guide.
Yeah, Devin, take 1d4
yeah, take it to good. I'll roll that. I will roll that one.
It was too obvious.
Okay, drag.
That's why you're taking damage.
Boop. Ooh, 4.
I had a feeling that was going to be it. Okay.
I
Good
rolled a
thing we
4.
leveled up.
Alright,
So-
so I'm taking point ahead of the carriage, just
How far do you
using
want to
passive
be away?
perception as
far do you
going on, making sure we're going the right direction.
I will let you guys kind of place yourselves in accordance with where you want to be with the cart?
I'll keep an eye on the animals and the shipment, partly because it's hard to move my character on a laptop.
I can do that. Can you see what's going on right now?
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see, but like I can move. I can move a little bit, just not much. Moving with a trackpad is kind of hard.
Well, I kind of figured that. I was going to offer to move your character to wherever you want it to be.
Well, I was saying like stay with the animals in the cart and.
Okay. Do you want to be on this side of the cart or the other side?
I think I'm good where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Because that's just like in range of all the animals.
Right there. Okay. So, and as you're moving along, the Centurion gave you a couple extra X-Beaks to help pull the sled, because the chardalyn, although brittle, is also still very heavy, especially on top of a extra really large load.
In the cold.
In the cold.
In the heavy snow.
In the heavy snow.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of factors in this one.
So with this one, you do have a couple extra X-Beaks to help you pull the sled of chardalyn.
Do they seem as derpy as Pinecone?
They seem to be a little bit more well trained.
Pinecone's well trained. He's just not bright.
Well, instead of looking in like two completely different directions, the other X-Beaks actually kind of like seem to have like a decent focus on stuff.
We say special. not too bright. Special.
One of the X-Beaks has eyes going in two different directions, like one going up, one going down.
No, that one's Pinecone.
That one is Pinecone shit.
Yep.
At least we know which one's which.
Hey,
That's special.
Do they blink out of sync too?
Especially out of sync. You're just like, well, it's one blink.
One blink
and
takes
then another
2
blink.
seconds.
Got a delayed blink.
We love Pinecone nonetheless.
Kibbles is sitting up in the cart, and just letting the cart drag him along.
Kind of like in Lion King during the whole "Can't Wait to Be King" bit, where he's just riding on top of things, going did it.
Sure.
Sure. So.
Sorry, I'm being foolish.
No, something that wasn't on top of the rest of our mind, so we don't.
I know.
Clears the pictures.
I'm trying to put entertaining stuff in here.
Fair enough.
So, as you're going along, the excuse me as I find my time between towns here. Photos.
I think I sent it to you.
Yeah, you did. It came as a thing. It's a 2-hour-long, 2-hour-long thing. As you're kind of making your way, you get about an hour out of town. I need one of you to roll me a d10.
I think it's my turn. One.
Okay. Nope. Here's my dice. Nope, not that one. There we go. Oh, you rolled manually?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Oh, hey, look, I am possibly relieved. Give me a second.
the temperature drops considerably as you're moving along.
Is it a gradual thing or sudden?
It's not quite sudden, but it is like as you're moving along, 10 minutes goes by and it keeps getting colder. 20 minutes go by and it's even colder than that.
All right.
Around
I'd be
around,
extremely worried if it.
So, like, around, 40, 45 minutes, like, it's cold enough that even your, like, normal temperature, your normal clothes are starting to feel, you're kind of starting to feel a little sluggish and a little cold.
Two of us have cold resistance, so...
The metal in my armor is starting to frost over.
It's not affecting you as much, but, like, it's enough that, like, you can visibly kind of feel just how cold it's getting.
Are the skies clear or cloudy?
The skies are cloudy. The normal kind of like dark atmosphere feels even darker. The winds are picking up. Snow is flying across the ground, whipping around in like tiny little tornadoes of snow. And just kind of like that loose snow just kind of skating across the top of little the kind of like sand dunes, but snow dunes.
Yeah,
Snow
I
drifts.
gotcha.
Snow is just drifting across the ground, almost in like a small wave. I need all of you to roll me a perception check.
Give me a second, I'm rushing back to my room.
That is fine. I'm going to let everybody else roll one.
A second, need to load. Load, damn you. There we go. Perception. I got an 11.
Okay.
Yay.
13.
17.
Okay. Let me just pull up my thing so it's actually pulling up. And I need to roll my dice.
But I'll shoot for my dice.
I got a 16.
A 16 for Dearaen. Okay, and I pulled up the stats for that. So, you said a 16?
Yes.
Okay. So, Tok and Dearaen, you're kind of looking out, and what you notice, at first you kind of think it's like, hey, maybe there's a, there's this kind of like a black figure just kind of poking out of the snow. You're not quite sure exactly what's going on with that. And you kind of look a little further, like maybe it's a tree that's just kind of like looking a little weird. No, it's not a tree. It appears to be humanoid. Just sitting in the snow.
Is it moving at all?
It is not moving. Like, you can see the wind kind of flapping through its clothes. Where's my thing? Where's my thing?
Oh, so far, it's not what I thought it was going to be.
I'm gonna use this guy here because he looks cool. And he appears to be maybe 200 feet off. Your visibility isn't limited too much. I mean, it's kind of like looking around. You see, like the cold wind is kind of like stinging your face and your eyes, but like you can still kind of see at a range. It's still dark.
We've all got dark vision, so but this is probably, I'm guessing, more obscuring than anything.
I was about to say I don't, but then I remember I have a thing.
You're welcome.
Useful!
It just seems like a small figure just kind of sitting in the distance.
But you said
And then,
clothes are kind of moving around. Is it kind of have a reddish tint to it? Or can we just not see?
Looking at it, you're seeing what appears to be kind of like just like somebody just kind of just standing there. Or is it more like sitting on something white?
Or like somebody's
Like
crouching.
sitting on a mound of snow or something. It's kind of hard to tell at this distance, but like you see a figure just
Out in the open.
out in the open.
Maybe somebody that succumbed to the cold.
Possibly. But with how things quickly get colder, I'm not sure how I trust that.
Let's just be ready, but keep moving.
Yeah. I think that's the best thing we got right now.
Well, as you kind of move, you do know that you can move around a little bit, but it is kind of lying somewhat in your path.
So kind of give it a little bit of a berth and go around it.
And as you're... Okay. As you kind of keep moving forward a little bit, I'm going to say you guys go up this way a little bit on this tree. Just keep your relative same positions. The fog in the area just starts going ever so... The fog... Your vision starts getting obscured. There's fog just rising out of the area.
Cuts it with a knife.
Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
I know. Every time I think like thick fog you can't see through, I always think back to the Scooby-Doo moment.
Just cuts it and eats it like a donut.
Exactly. Okay. Give me a second. Switching mics real fast.
Okay. I need each of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck. Okay, do that first.
As this kind of fog rises up and it feels really cold. Like the temperature is like almost sub 100.
Question. Do those of us with cold resistance get advantage?
I will say advantage, yes.
Okay, first one was a 16. the other one a 12. So I got 16.
Okay.
And now I'm going to be
16 as well.
Yeah. Now I'm
Okay.
going to switch my mic. So give me a second.
Okay. So... 3d6. Gotcha.
There we go. Much better.
Yay! We can actually hear you a little bit better now.
Yay! I'm just gonna wait for everything else to load up. Mike,
Okay, so... Tok, you are going to take 9 cold damage, and the rest of you take 5.
5. Oh shit, that's have to round it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Do we see what the character is now?
As you're approaching further, you're maybe within 120 feet.
Oh, I didn't know it was that far away. Oh shit.
Yeah. Actually, I can move you close to 100.
No.
100.
I
I'll
can
say
hear you.
140. Why not? 140 feet.
What? Wait, you said move us closer. That you went from 120 to 140.
I'm just saying, like, I just did a quick measurement on the thing, and you're like 140-ish feet away.
Yeah, semantics.
Yeah. So, like, it's close to about that level of, thing. As you're looking at it, what you see is kind of this, what appears to be like a old man, like long white hair, falling out of his head and face, a long beard, and these really ragged gray clothes on top of a very pale white skin.
And not moving.
And not moving. Almost kind of like he's frozen in place.
Like a corpse on Mount Everest.
And you notice something a little bit better as you're getting a little closer. It is getting kind of hard to see through the fog, but you notice he's not standing. He's sitting. Sitting on what appears to be like a metal seat.
Oh, like campground seat. Shit.
Metal seat.
It's kind of hard to see. It looks like it's half buried in snow. And then suddenly you kind of start feeling the earth shake just a little bit. And you see the snow around him kind of starting to lift up.
Oh, no.
And it starts lifting up higher and higher. 5 feet, 10 feet, 20 feet.
Can we run and hide?
I think it's a little late.
I could try.
The snow kind of starts falling off of it. And you start seeing this gigantic wing kind of lifting out of the snow and flipping itself off, and then another giant wing lifting itself out of the snow and kicking a bunch of snow off. And then you kind of see the scaled lizard dragon-like head pop itself out of the snow. And I need all of you to roll me one more perception check.
Sick. Oh shit.
26.
Okay.
11.
This one's a bit harder. None of you except for Mordin see this. The dragon's eyes are pure white. Almost as if the dragon's blind. And you see this gigantic, ancient white dragon.
Ancient?
Ancient
Oh
white
shit!
dragon.
I thought. Okay.
And sitting upon its back in a harness out of a saddle is the corpse of a humanoid, a man. Where's my dragon? Dragon!
This is some White Walker shit.
What's this?
Okay.
Dragon! There it is.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's gonna be a red dragon, but it's technically white.
I saw a bit of the random encounters when my brother showed me the module. This was one of them. I thought it was gonna be flying overhead.
It is pants crapping time.
Brown pants.
Get ready to soil your armor.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Well, we knew that was coming.
Does it? No. Oh, that's fair. It's a net 1.
Well, at least you got that out of the way.
Got an
Ooh.
8.
30-20.
But it hasn't noticed us, right?
Just as a little bit of a thing, I want each of you to roll a history check.
Okay. 6.
22.
11.
18.
Okay.
Given how I'm reacting, that is, my rolls are pretty fair right now.
15 plus... So 21... So the dragon actually rolled higher than you. Okay.
Oh, it's an
and
ancient
then-
white dragon. Is this going to be the TPK?
Light it.
Tok. Mordin.
Well, gents, it's nice knowing you. I'm going to roll up a new character.
Oh, then dragon.
Gentlemen, it was an honor playing with you.
Say,
And I've got the viola to let you
follows-
play it.
So, Mordin and Sho Val, you've spent some time in the in Icewind Dale and Ten Towns, and you've taken a bit of you've kind of heard stories and kind of like local folklore. Drained, you're completely like, you're shaking your boots, like trying to remember anything right now is almost impossible. Tok, you also don't know?
I'm just looking around very worriedly.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
what
like,
is-
you're more focused at the task of hand of, I need to survive.
Yeah, Tok and I are pretty much just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm just looking like, oh shit, this is not good. It's gone from bad to worse.
Yep.
Maybe it's friendly.
However, Mordin
You go
and
first.
Sho Val, you've spent you've spent some time in Icewind Dale. You know.
I'm sorry, who are you talking to right now?
This is Mordin and Sho Val.
All right.
So, like, you've spent a little bit of time here. You've heard stories.
None of them.
You know the name of this dragon. The name of this dragon is Arviaturace. 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 This was a ancient white dragon. Somebody that the townspeople were like, tried to give it its space. And you know that the dragon wouldn't attack the humans without being provoked. Like, Arviaturace has never specifically went out of its way to attack any of 10 towns.
It was never targeted.
Never targeted. As far as you understand it, Arviaturace has a healthy respect for all the humanoid races. And as for Mordin, you've heard a little bit more of a rumor. The person sitting on its back is named Melthorond. It was a very powerful wizard who had at one time kinda became the writer of Arviaturace. Arviaturace was under his command for a long time.
Can I use, like, powers of observation to kind of say maybe he was the reason the dragon wasn't attacking things?
Possibly? That much isn't really known at the moment. Like, it's one of those things where, like, the 10 towns, like, it's one of those kind of, like, almost like a fairy tale kind of thing, where, like, don't go into the woods or the dragon's gonna eat you kind of deal. It's kind of one of those, like, very, like, wives' tales kind of thing, where it's just like, oh, hey, there's this story of a mad wizard that had garnered the friendship and service of a white dragon from a bygone era.
I understand. I got you.
So,
Maybe it's friendly.
the dragon doesn't seem to be hostile towards you. It doesn't actually seem to notice your presence at the moment. But it kind of sits up and it seems to take a large breath in the air. And its head kind of slowly starts sniffing around. And its head kind of starts pointing towards you guys.
Question. I can make sounds with a minor illusion. About 30 feet away.
You can.
Can I make a sound of something just slightly bigger going, like, to the side of us?
On your turn.
On your turn.
Oh shit, I forgot about
Yep,
initiative.
you are in initiative. I'm taking my time to kind of like just set the scene and whatnot.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I'm sorry. I
And
was too busy going from laptop to desktop. Sorry.
that's fair. And that is going to be the dragon's turn. Tok, it is your turn. What do you want to do? You have found yourself in a very dire situation. What do you want to